Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show.
Hello.
Great guests in the studio. We have actor-comedian Todd Barry. Robert Hawkins is here with us. And we have a little feature, guys, called the Shoe-In of the Week, in which Chick McGee does his sports picks.
Are you ready for some football?
And Chick's doing great so far this season, and Chick picks against
12-5 against the spread, baby.
Against the spread and against a grandmother.
Yes.
And we're going to be joined in a matter of moments by Mary Ellen Schaefer. She is a 84-year-old grandmother.
Okay.
And she is from Lafayette, Indiana, a big fan of the Indianapolis Colts and, of course, of Drew Brees, who is now, of course, with the Saints.
Saints. Well, I think we have Mary Ellen.
Yes, sir.
Hi, how are you?
I'm fine, and how are you?
Fantastic.
Good, sweetie. Hey, how about that Drew Brees, huh?
I'm for him all of the way.
Oh, is that right?
So we have to make sure that Chick's not going to work.
We had a Saints pick, huh?
Sure.
Chick's giving me that look, Mary Ellen. Well, your name was submitted to us by your grandson Dan.
Oh, I'll get back with him.
Okay. Now,
Is Dan a troublemaker?
Absolutely.
I see.
And he's an old man now. He was 30 years old 2 days ago.
Really?
Yeah, so, what can you do? When they get that age, you have to just quit.
You're my favorite grandmother ever.
Time to give up, Dan.
Now, Mary Ellen, I'm looking at Dan lives in Hastings, Nebraska?
Yes, he does.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
What does Dan do for a living?
He is the registrar at the Hastings College.
Oh.
Well, la-di-da.
Oh, I know. And he won't let his old grandma go to school, I don't think.
You want to go back to school?
Don't tell him, but no.
Oh, okay.
Okay, very good. Now, we're gonna get to some of these sports picks with Chick McGee. You know how this works. Chick will pick a game. He'll tell you the point spread, and then you get to make your pick. Chick, go ahead.
All right, let's start with the New Orleans Saints hosting the New York Jets. The Jets getting 6.5 points. That's not nearly enough. I'll take the high-flying Saints and that incredible offense against the undefeated Jets. I'll take New Orleans minus 6.5 against the Jets.
And Mary Ellen, I assume you'll agree with Chick on that one.
Are you kidding?
I guess that's not a yes or a no.
Backwards.
You
got it backwards, Chick.
Who are you going to pick?
My boy Drew. You know that.
Well,
that's what Chick picked.
Okay, Chick
That's what I
picked the
picked.
Saints. I'm sorry,
Thanks,
it was
Grandma.
confusing.
Baltimore at New England. The Patriots getting 3.
No kidding.
Not enough. I'll take the Ravens to this
Beat
is
them
going
by
to be
more than
this
3.
is going to be a big game for the Ravens. It's going to be a coming out party for the offense, and Baltimore will win by way more than 3. I take the Ravens in this one.
Oh, that's fine with me. I've got a granddaughter there, and I would get beheaded if I didn't go for that Baltimore.
Good call.
All right,
Yeah.
this escalated pretty quick, but okay. Chicago hosting the Detroit Lions. The Lions, of course, beating the mighty Redskins last week. Detroit getting 11 points in Chicago. That's not enough. I'll take the Bears.
Really?
To cover
11?
against Detroit. Yep. I know it's a lot. It's a big number. I know it's a big number. I like Chicago.
Now, Mary Ellen, your thoughts?
No, I have to stay with Chicago, even if they get beat 4 times over.
Okay. All righty, Chicago.
So
it
we're
is.
in agreement again?
And San Francisco hosting the St. Louis Rams. Rams getting 9.5. Not enough. I like San Francisco minus 9.5, and that's my double shock for them.
Oh, really?
He's going to double that bet, Mary Ellen. Now, Mary Ellen,
first she has to make that pick there.
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Mary Ellen.
I'll go with the boss. He knows more about them than I do.
That's you.
That's
You're the
you,
boss.
Chick.
You're the boss, Chick.
okay.
All right.
Now, you get to double one of your bets. Would you like to double your New Orleans bet?
Sure,
Okay, why not?
any day.
Absolutely.
All right, there we go.
So, Mary Ellen, what do you have planned for today? What do you? What's your schedule?
Well, my schedule, like always, is get busy, get things done around here. It's turning into winter here in the big state of Indiana, and we've got storm windows to put in. Would you like to come down and help?
Oh, my goodness.
It's not very good with storm windows.
Mary Ellen, has anyone ever told you that you sound exactly like Betty White?
She does.
Poor Betty White. Don't tell her. Good heavens. That's worse than everybody. They'll come to me and they say, well, you look just like you always did. I am now 85 years old, and if I look like this when I was 16, I'm going to go out and bury myself.
There's a problem there. No, you're right.
What kind of a compliment is that?
Haven't changed a bit.
Well, I mean, by the way, I first of all, I love Betty White, and
Good.
but
Well,
you
don't tell her that, please.
doesn't she sound like Betty?
She does sound
Does
like
sound
Betty White.
She's a sweetie.
Yes, and
But
you
wait
are
a
too. I can tell. I really like you.
You're very
No,
active.
I want to put a plug in for Peyton Manning, though.
Oh, do you?
Yeah, he doesn't get enough publicity.
No.
Go ahead. Yeah.
He's a great man.
That
Yeah.
poor guy.
He's a
we
wonderful
like those
guy.
Colts,
Oh.
too.
Well, good. Well, good. Are you going to pick that one?
Oh,
Are you picking
Chickster,
the Colts?
you wanna do
Colts
the,
minus 6.5. That's not enough. I'll take Indianapolis against Seattle.
Seahawks. Okay.
oh,
Okay.
you better take Indy.
Oh,
Okay.
he did.
Okay.
Oh,
Thank
yeah.
you.
I think he did.
Thank you, Mary Ellen. So, other hobbies? Do you ski? Do you bowl? Parachute jump? Anything like that?
Do what?
Never mind.
Yeah, I didn't think that was
Any, what activities do
If
you
you had
enjoy,
hobbies.
Mary?
Me? Well, I kind of like those grandkids, but they drive me nuts. But I like them, and if they're involved, that's good enough for me.
Okay. Like that troublemaker Dan?
Oh, is he ever?
Yeah.
Oh, Blimey, Pete. Yeah, but I was just out there to help him celebrate his 30th, although he had to stay up all night to get me back on the train. But
Yeah. Well, we
serves him right, doesn't it?
Absolutely.
I just got a note here from Dan saying that you quote, out party all of the kids and the grandkids.
I'll get him for that likewise. There's no way I can.
What's your
keep up
favorite
with it.
drink, Mary Ellen?
I'll take wine any day of the week.
Red or
girl.
white?
Yeah. Oh, no, I went, Merlot now, I guess.
Merlot,
Okay.
kind of a combination of
Good
both.
for you.
Yeah.
How did I know when you asked her red and white, she was going to say no? How did I know that?
Do you like to listen to music?
Oh, yes, sir, but it has to be Eddie Howard, and don't say who's he.
Who's he?
Who's he?
Get out!
All right. Eddie
Heavens,
Eddie
this is
Howard.
Back in the good old radio
The Eddie
days.
Howard.
Hey, I'm sure he's great. That's cool.
Sure,
sure
he's
he's
very
very
good.
I know. I mean, hey, listen, every generation is certainly welcome to have their own music.
Well, absolutely.
You ever gotten into Rush at all? The Canadian power trio?
No,
Okay.
No.
Well, I bet Dan likes Rush, and if I almost guarantee it.
I don't have to like everything Dan likes.
That's right.
Thank God.
Yeah, isn't that
Way to start something, Tom. Good job.
Way to go, Tom.
Made her mad.
Well, now we
Eddie
have
Howard.
we have a nice prize package for both you and for Dan, Mary Ellen.
Nice.
Why does Dan get anything is what I want.
Well, you know.
This is the first grandmother who's objected.
So he can pawn it for alcohol. Okay?
No.
Okay.
Okay, now what do we have?
He never gets it.
All right.
What do we have? What do we have, Christy? We have something.
I don't know.
Something from J.C. Penney.
We have a $25 gift certificate. to
JCPenney, every day matters.
That's right.
That's for you, Mary Ellen. Plus, we have a nice blanket with the
Yes.
Bob and Tom Show logo monogrammed on it. So for this fall season, you can go to a football game and keep your legs warm.
Go Boilers.
And then we also have some cool Bob and Tom stuff that we're going to send to Dan, some albums and some other stuff. So I think he'll enjoy
We'll
it very
put a
much.
firecracker underneath it when you do it.
Oh, my God.
What a fireball! Wait a minute, I think we found some Eddie Howard.
Eddie Howard?
Have you really?
Yep. Absolutely.
Careless.
You know, you'll find this hard to believe, but Eddie was in our green room, just hanging out.
Get it.
must remain
Oh.
with the sun and the rain.
Is that on the right speed?
For it's lovely.
Yes.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Come
My
true.
goodness.
Yeah. How about that? Oh, yeah.
Sounds exactly the way I thought he would sound.
Yeah, me too. Uh-huh.
That's what a happy woman sounds
And
like.
just as I had pictured him. Oh, well, Mary Ellen, there you go. Little Eddie Howard to say so long.
I'm sorry?
She's wrapped up in Eddie right now.
Yes,
Okay.
I am.
Okay.
That comes first in my life. Thank you.
Well,
You're welcome.
Thank you, boys.
Mary Ellen, you're my favorite grandmother call ever. You sound like such a wonderful person. Thanks so much for your time, and best of luck with your picks. And tell Dan that in spite of all the nasty things you said, we really appreciate him submitting your name.
You tell Dan. I may forget to tell him that.
Okay.
Thanks, Mary
thank
Ellen.
you.
Careful with those storm
Bye.
windows.
Okay, Eddie Howard. That's a first
Yep.
for our show.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
It
is.
is.
Mm-hmm.